Hi everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be putting together a very simple but important story for my October daily-ish album. We absolutely love going to Apple Hille, and we go every year. I actually just was a contributor for Ali Edwards in the stories of this season, and I put together a whole album about our annual tradition. So that is why when I went to do October Daily, I just picked my favorite photos, and I'm going to use this pocket page and then a large photo on the right hand side. I'm using October Lane from Ashley Horton, and I pulled the pinks and the oranges and the yellows. And so on the front, I have some favorite photos of the kids, and I started out with that yellow journaling card, and I thought I would just use that by itself and maybe not do journaling, since I will do a spread to add to our Apple Hille album. But in the end, I had to add a little bit of journaling. First, I am adhering the photo down to a piece of cardstock, and then I will be able to use the acrylic piece that says October is my favorite. I think I've had that for a really long time, and I finally have a home for it. And then the scallop border was perfect. That's actually the first piece that I pulled when I was pulling products, along with the acrylic. So those kind of determined my color scheme. I have some older ScrappinHappyStudio flares. I think I have Let's Visit and Let's Explore, I believe. And there was this really great space on the box that my son's holding, so I decided to put the orange flare there, and I absolutely love it. It's so cute. It's just a little touch of an embellishment. I have to add on the double-sided adhesive, and I just have this great roll right here that'll help me to add on my strips. And I forgot to use the eyelet separator, so that way I can peel off the adhesive, but that's okay. So I'm going to get those strips on and then peel them off, and then I can start to build my 3x4 cards. It's so much fun for me now at this point to make my own 3x4 cards. So just having a card that comes pre-made, I just hardly ever use them. I also got some new paper from scrapbook.com, this smooth cardstock. So that's what I'm going to use to make a journaling block. I cut it down to 3x2 or something like that. It was too long because I still wanted the yellow to show on the left and the right. So cut it a little more, and now it's the right size, making a little cluster with a pink flower, a pumpkin, and then a really mini flare that's a pumpkin as well. And I'm going to add a few stamped phrases to bring in a little bit more orange and kind of break up the journaling card. Using Ali Edwards Stories by the Month stamps, I have Love This Autumn Adventure, and I think October Stories Have My Heart. So I went ahead and just journaled about our fun trip to Apple Hille. It was actually the day after we went to the pumpkin patch. So we really kicked off October with a bang. And I'm also making these October daily pages out of order, but that's okay. That's why I say this is October daily-ish. I'm just putting them in whatever order I want, and it'll still turn out awesome. So I added in all the fun little pieces of how much fun we had going and having donuts, and my daughter looking forward to taste testing her apples. That is her absolute favorite, and just seeing my kids playing in the pumpkin patch. And it's just such a good time to go there and be a family. So I originally had this 3x4 pumpkin card, and I thought, again, that I would just use it as is. But once I put the flare on and then a pumpkin, I felt like the pumpkin was getting lost, and I kind of thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make my own card, and maybe at the bottom I can use this 3x4 pumpkin card to kind of make my own little mini field of pumpkins. You'll see what I mean in a second when I start to build this. But I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock and then add some pink to the bottom. I'm adding some more adhesive to that flare and then picking out 2 word strips. That way I can use those and add a little more of the orange and the pink. I always try to make sure that I am balanced with my embellishments and my colors, and I just love those word strips. They're so perfect. I also, like I said, I'm using that pink cardstock to kind of create the border for everything to rest on. And I'll stamp October memories and cut out a few of the pumpkins. So this is a really quick and fast October daily-ish story. Not every story has to be really complicated, right? It can just be simple and quick. And that's why I decided to give this whole story its own video, since I wanted to reiterate the fact that it can be just a pocket page, having fun with some embellishments and stamps, and calling it good. So I stamp October memories, and I'm going to adhere down my different word strips and put everything back together and show you how it looks in the pockets. And that's it. That is it for my October stories. And then the next video you'll probably see is me making a bookshelf, an October bookshelf, which I'm very excited to show you how I put that together. And that is definitely a much more complicated story, but it was still equally as fun. So I have those 2 cards made, and now I can get my album and put it back into the album and kind of show you guys how it looks. So again, I'm just doing things out of order and filling in gaps with my October daily-ish and having a lot of fun. Just kind of taking it easy this year and still having a lot of fun. So that's the front, this is the back, and there you go. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this story come together. I would love a thumbs up or subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.